My brain is tiny. Tiny, small brain. Me not good in upstairs. I also just got trolled by OBS because I hit the button to start it and it didn't start it. Instead it highlighted it.
That's
so I got
stupid.
confused. So basically, Hero is getting heavily accused of murder, but he didn't do it, I don't think. And Celeste is being sus as heck. And darn.
And also, she knew something that she shouldn't have known because us
Yeah.
and Bakugan were the only people who saw it.
So true. Hifumi and Tako, sorry. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to get rigid. But only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Tako, and without hesitation began poking and prodding at the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using
Oh.
similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Oh yeah, what'd you find?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did? You remember the wristwatch Tako had always worn in his left hand? You did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely that they broke when he had this encounter with his assailant. If you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taco's watch definitely wasn't broken. Taco! Hey you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? Ah! Taco's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
In other
God,
words.
the last time we'll probably ever hear him talk, Sag. So if
Very
it worked
sad.
at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Broken wristwatch.
However.
And that's not all. Take a look at Taco's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something right here.
Makoto.
Can you try to pry it out? Me?
Because.
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited for this than kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was able to get free the object, which was slightly clenched in his fist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. This little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue, does
Is
it?
that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he left a few clues of his own. Okay. No, not that. Jesus. So, did you find
Indeed.
anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. It is.
Indeed.
He stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants. Wait, so
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think about it now, his stuff down his pants is like, better be important, or Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So.
That sounds very familiar. That's right, it's the same thing Hiro said. Was he then what he was telling the truth?
However.
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Wow, that's so crazy. The time is different. Hiro told us the note said to meet at 1 a.m., but the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6
Is
a.m.
that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was for him. Huh?
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's more meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully. Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something this important like that be a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Jesus, why is this so hard to read? The note Fumi had has been added to the truth bullets. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any suggestion to think that they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time,
is
right?
that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have given. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they were used to help carry out any of the murders. There may at some point, however, there may be a point. Jesus, there may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook is better than truth bullets. Oh, trial time already. Jesus. Oh, God. Okay.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin!
I don't
Like
think
the bright
that
burst of
Celeste did it,
fireworks,
but I definitely
like
think
the
she's
blast
sus.
of a soul clashing with life and death.
Yep.
And so, with no
I think
further
Hero's
ado,
innocent. Celeste
everyone
would
please
have done
meet
it
at
and
the
is looking
usual spot.
very
Make your way to the red
suspicious.
door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're
Shall
right.
we go?
Well then, we'd better get going. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Trial time. Did we unlock any new skills? I don't think we did. Because you only unlocked them
I don't
hanging
think
out
so.
with people.
Yeah. Didn't do that too much.
Yeah, they don't really give you a lot of options to do, or a lot of times where you can do that. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Hello, hello, hello. He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks... Oh, yeah, I read that right. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I'm multiplied. Can you tell which one of us is the real Monokuma? Can we just
be
get on
both.
the elevator already?
Boy,
You're not
tough
playing
round.
along. Stop talking. We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
We're here to solve murders, you idiot. Okay, fine.
Hey,
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're definitely gonna pay for your
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it for serious.
Ah!
That reminds me, did you ever find out the other costume or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate that it seems we have found our culprit.
He's very insistent on this. That
Yeah.
it's Hero.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's go down there first. Then then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Afumi and Tako get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. Well, whoever killed Afumi can get away with it. Not Tako though. Tako, no. The one who killed
Only
Afumi and
reason
Tako, the
that
only
we're
one who
stopping the
killed
person
two of
who
her
killed
friends,
Hifumi
is because
is
they also
because,
killed Tako. The killer
yes.
is
but also we would
someone
die
right
if we got it
here.
wrong.
I don't feel like talking to anyone because they're all just gonna say, "Let's go to the elevator already." Blah, like last time. So I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, Mamma mia! The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. What in God's name is this sound? Oh my God! Oh,
ear holes
it
are
hurts.
in pain.
It's, oh my god, I don't think that's meant to happen. Yeah, that, I don't, Ow.
Maybe that's why he called it the pain train this time. Jeez.
I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to the stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Jesus, my eardrums. Dear lord. Ha ha ha, when I see all of you gathered like this, I forgot what my voice is because I'm panicking. I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you! Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin to get to your assigned seats. Jesus. So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yeah, if you could not
Again.
blast my ears anymore, thank you. Yeah, I'll check just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure we only have a couple. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Finished preparations. We ready. We don't need to review evidence.
Let's begin
We did all the
with a
investigating
basic
today.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it,
stop.
then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
Oh, but
It
contraire.
points to you as having created the suit.
Because I have a lot
and
of
wearing
evidence
it while
about you,
committing crime
Celeste.
after crime.
Just say it.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer? Or, before anything else, we have to make that clear. No, he's not. I don't think so. Hiro's too dumb to lie, I feel like.
True.
At least to lie
Everything
convincingly.
we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Oh, what? Okay. I mean, look at the blueprints. The handwriting is awful. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I thought by
Everything we found
Yasukira's
in your
message,
room.
it meant like,
The blueprints,
the one that was
suit
given to
parts,
him.
they are
No, that's wrong.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
It's written in perfect Comic Sans.
Then
That's
why
not,
are you
not Comic
talking about Alter
Obviously
Ego when
different.
Monokuma is
Wouldn't you
right
say?
there?
It's just...
Idiot.
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you can
Nope,
think
there's.
the same
I'm
person
not.
made
I'm
both
not
of them.
gonna continue this. I'm leaving.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
I
So
believe it.
Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Byakuya said something smart. That's crazy.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro
He says
said?
smart things. He
Was
just
there really
doesn't
someone
do
running
smart
around in a second
things.
suit?
Yeah.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who
Oh,
it
hidden
was.
in the suit? Purple Man?
And of course, he passes it off to me.
Who was in the Robo Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question. It was Hiro.
I got.
But it wasn't him.
Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It
he
makes
didn't.
perfect sense.
Okay, well now
Hiro
we've got
was the
Hino
suspicious
fighting
individual in the
against
suit,
it. It like changed
but
her
he's
mind,
not
I
the
guess.
culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
It was all a
And
setup.
what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course.
Also, Celeste
Before
was the
we
one
get
who
to
took
that-
the picture. Which is sus.
There's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that were using with Taka body, there must have been the dolly.
I got.
There's still one more thing. And the tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
True.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we
Yes.
found Taka's body?
Yes.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
We just said it was to move the body, Celeste. What are you
Is it
talking
not
about?
possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
You're just digging yourself into a hole
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
by saying you're an idiot.
There is no shame in being
That's how I
wrong.
respond.
Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around
I
you.
solved 2 murders! What do you mean? Oh my god, Celeste, you are the stupid! Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change your mind. If I just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment to the repository. A new element's added to the true time battles. Would you like to hear more? Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next time bullet time battle, we're going to add another ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen underneath the tempo marker, you'll see an ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements, but from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now, it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just by locking on. Why not just make it the right mouse button? Whatever. You'll just have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now is a function, along with the right mouse button and the left mouse button. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if you have an extra difficulty to set the gentle, you'll have to reload it all, in which case you can ignore everything I just said. Well, then good luck and have fun. Okay, cool. Can I press like right click then? I don't know, I'm confused. Oh, wait, no, because right click is to destroy statements. I remember now.
I cannot agree. You are
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
Oh.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with
What?
you.
Oh, what the freaky? Okay.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it. If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Oh, it's the cave spiders.
There was
I
a
hate
pool
these
of
things.
blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
True.
And as the
Okay, I'm
blood
outta here.
dried on the tire,
I'm just gonna
they
go
moved
hide
the
in this
body
corner.
into the repository.
Oh god. No,
So
no,
there's
no, no,
my
no.
proof that
No, no,
the
no,
dolly
no,
was
no.
used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, this is Celeste really hating
Well,
me that much.
anyway,
I think she hates
that was
everyone
just something we
considering she
had to
killed
get out of
2
the
people.
way. Let's get back to the main subject.
At least, that's what I'm going to accuse her of doing.
Yeah.
Because she's digging
The
herself
subject
into a
of how
hole.
Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
One that's not a
I'm
killer
not
robot.
sure that really matters.
Got him.
He's a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, that's what he is.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Oh, it doesn't bend at the waist, so he couldn't have pushed it because it said that you would have to bend down to push the cart.
If you look back on how the body was transported,
Yeah.
it will become immediately obvious.
I'm genius. It'll become clear. What does he mean by that? What do you mean, what does he mean? It's obvious. Jesus. Robo
The character is
Justice
pretty
Buster.
dumb, I will give them that.
Yeah, but they're purposefully making
we
him
know,
like he
Taka
questions
was
himself
killed in
so
the
that we
equipment
can
room.
figure it out. But like,
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Yep.
Well, yeah. But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
You can't in the suit.
No, that's wrong.
Genius.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this thing.
I'm blind as a bat in here. I can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like it's a pretty obvious oversight. It
When
wasn't
you're in
an
that
oversight.
suit,
It was
not
intentional.
only can you not see your feet,
Genius.
but you can't even bend at the waist.
Man.
No, no, no.
Whether it's Celeste
No.
or not, whoever made that suit is a moron.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply
Queen would
pushing the
bend
dolly
over.
with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet?
Oh,
Do you
jeez.
really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
True.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's obviously no chance to cause you
Can't
take it off by yourself.
Boom.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option.
Oh,
Remember,
this is such a breath of fresh air, because the second game's trials, they make them so difficult for no reason. Like, the actual, like, having to choose things, they make it, like, so vague, it hurts. Like, I have to actually use my brain in that one. And this one, I'm just like, this is easy. Which I guess is enjoyable, because this one is, like, not that difficult. But I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy, but I don't think you can get it off on your own. You'd think you would, like, okay, if you're the killer and you're trying to pin someone else for the murder by having them be in a robot suit, you'd think you would at least try to hide the fact that you have to take it off, like, with someone else's help. I'm just saying. There's a lot of oversights that I feel like make this whole situation really stupid.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have
You're
done
the
it
one
all by
who
himself,
noticed it, you idiot.
I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's
Although he's
really,
pretty
really
dumb.
true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yeah, that you took.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts
So glad I
exist,
never have to
the
do his
proper
voice again.
conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Like the series.
I don't disagree,
That's a bad
but
word.
our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour
Attacked by
because I
yourself.
remember being attacked a little after 7.
Yeah.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi.
I wonder if that voice for Sakura, like, killed the voice actor's throat.
We were soon joined
Or
in
is
our
that just
search
how their
by
voice
Byakuya and
sounds?
Toko.
Maybe.
And then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Pretty epic.
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow! Something's moving at the top of the stairs! See, she points out everything, and
When
I
Celeste
hate
told
it
us
how
that,
obvious it
we
is.
decided to split up and search the second floor.
Like, if you're the ultimate gambler, you should know that stuff like that is way too
And
obvious.
soon after that-
is considering the fact that it's gambling and you typically lie
I
a
saw
lot.
someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man! He ran off as soon as I screamed! I was blocking the stairs, so he headed down the stairs and disappeared!
And then...
We're all just listening up. Like, I swear to God, if we're listening through all these things, trying to, like, just, like, piece things together, and then no one realizes that Celeste was the one who started all of this, like, who is always, like, telling us where to go and stuff, I'm gonna cry. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
True.